IGN is a joke. This is why. Full Smash Bros. Ultimate DLC roster reportedly leaked. The way they worded this headline means that they, or who's in charge of IGN social media, believe the leak. Talk about jumping to conclusions. I really did not want to talk about this leak. I read it, and I don't buy it, sorry. I see nothing here that makes me want to believe it. I'm not saying that none of these characters will not make it into Smash Bros. I can see why Nintendo would want a character like Erdrick. I can see why Nintendo would want a character like Roy Hayabusa. Can see why Nintendo would want a character like even Steve of Minecraft fame. The protagonist from Doom, I am not so sure about, considering that he's as generic as a character can be. So Nintendo can choose these characters if they see a reason to. I am saying that the reason that the leaker gives for why these characters are included is bullshit. I really did try to find a reason why this is a real leak, and there is none. People told me that the leaker was very credible and got some things right before. I looked into those things and he predicted some obvious things and other rumors that were reported before he reported them. I can't really say that qualifies as credible. Persona 5R is coming? Well, of course. It's not uncommon for Atlus to release their successful games with special editions. That is like predicting 3 o'clock is coming when it's 2:30. There are other rumors that the leaker reportedly posted that came true, like the announcement of a Grand Blue Fantasy fighting game. I've been told that that was a rumor that was being talked about for months. It's not possible for him to just use that rumor in his leak in order to make him sound more credible. Well, what about the data mine? People also claim how the code names for character slots add up to whom the character is being reported on as. Well, no. You are just once again jumping to conclusions. I found this article by The Gamer as I was making this video. This is embarrassing. According to Impatient Individuals, the code name Jack is for Persona 5's Joker, considering that the Atlus mascot is a character named Jack Frost. Brave, according to many, is supposed to be a Dragon Quest hero, because the words Brave, Hero, and Yusha are all interchangeable with one another. I honestly can't tell for sure who Brave refers to, considering that Brave is another word for hero, like that narrows it down. Brave is not only a noun that is used to label a warrior in many different games, but brave is obviously an adjective to describe somebody. Braves are Indian warriors, their classes in Fire Emblem. Brave isn't just a word that is exclusive to Dragon Quest. Maybe it is a Dragon Quest character, but maybe the Grinch leak was real, too. Now, I won't recite the leak for you, you likely know it by now, but the gist of it is that some characters are included so that they advertise other companies' games. If you've been to my channel recently, didn't I just cover this not too long ago? If the leak goes out of its way to explain the reasoning behind a character choice, such as the case with a recent leak that had to do with Erdrick from Dragon Quest, it's fake. Not if you've seen my couple of videos talking about that infamous Grinch leak. I said how I had my doubts that it was real because there were just so many holes to fill in it. And this is no different. This leak just raises much more questions than answers. And for that, I have to pound the X button, for it is a hard doubt. Let's get the first most obvious question out of the way. Why does the leaker claim that Microsoft controls the Minecraft IP? If the leak associates Minecraft with Microsoft, it's fake. If you have bothered to see any of my other videos about similar discussions, Microsoft isn't in control of the Minecraft IP. Mojang is. Microsoft owns Mojang, but Mojang is still the owner of Minecraft and has 100% control over what they want to do with it. For the 1 millionth time, Microsoft only bought the company so that it earned all its money they made with Minecraft. That is why it is still a multi-platform game. You can read a recent interview with Minecraft's executive producer and he never even mentions Microsoft when talking about working with Nintendo. You can even go on Minecraft's official website and it says Mojang, copyright sign 2009-2019. Minecraft is a trademark of Mojang Synergies AB. So right away, this leak should lose all of its credibility, because it's already stating something that is proven to be untrue. If Nintendo wanted to inquire about a Minecraft character, then Mojang would be the company to go to. Minecraft Story Mode was a collaboration with Telltale Games that Microsoft had no involvement in. For instance, had the leaker said Mojang rather than Microsoft, the leak would be more believable. This leads into another question I have. How does the leaker know so much detail about a DLC character, such as what kind of skins they have? If Steve is not any of these first 3 DLC characters, then how does anybody know what Steve looks like if they have yet to create him first? Steve, according to this leak, is supposed to have a Master Chief skin. That's pretty excessive, don't you think? When Minecraft Story Mode was made, Telltale had no right to any of Microsoft's characters except for Minecraft's original creations. There was no Master Chief cameo, Banjo-Kazooie cameo, none of that. The only product in which you should only see a Master Chief skin on a Minecraft character is the Minecraft game itself, the only game that Mojang has developed. The Master Chief skin has been in Minecraft even before they ported the game to Nintendo consoles. Keeping this DLC pack in other versions was what Microsoft agreed to, and Nintendo had no say in it, because it's Mojang's product. They can do whatever they want with their own product. I don't think Nintendo would allow having Master Chief in any form in a Nintendo product. Why do AAA developers like Square Enix need help selling their games? Why is selling third-party games Nintendo's problem? The whole idea of Nintendo choosing a character to help sell another company's game is stupid. The whole point of third-party characters is not to make their customers buy other products, but to make other customers buy their product. That being Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I cannot believe the number of times I have to say this. Nintendo will do what helps them in their bottom line. If a AAA developer needs help selling their blockbuster game, that's not Nintendo's problem to have to deal with. Smash Bros. Is not even proven to boost sales of other games, such as with fucking Bayonetta. Just because she's in Smash Bros., I'm not going to buy Bayonetta games. They don't interest me. And if games like those interest other people, then they don't need to own Smash Bros. To be interested in Bayonetta. That's not how it works. We aren't robots. Nintendo can surely market Switch versions of games by other means, and that's all that can really be done. Nintendo isn't Square Enix's mom, or Bethesda's mom. Why would Nintendo celebrate an anniversary 1 year late? Ninja Gaiden had its 30th anniversary in the fall last year. For Nintendo to want Ryu Hayabusa to celebrate a belated anniversary of a third-party franchise is just a bit of a stretch. It doesn't even appear to be that Nintendo is even going to celebrate Super Smash Bros. 20th anniversary. This is kind of an odd reason, and I feel that since the leaker doesn't know if any Ninja Gaiden game is in the works, he feels like he needed some sort of reason, any reason, to justify the inclusion. Why just say that Nintendo wants to pander to Ninja Gaiden fans? Because that is the most likely reasons to include Ryu Hayabusa. How does a leak get this much info from numerous different companies at once from all over the world? That would be crazy for a journalist or leaker to get insider info from Square Enix, Atlas, Microsoft of all places, Tecmo Koei and Bethesda, and know what all their plans are for the coming year. You just can't. How does this Japanese reporter know about when Doom Eternal of all games is coming out? If the leak includes upcoming game releases that also include release dates, it's fake. If you recall, Doom was not a worldwide release. It took a couple of months for Japan to get it on the Switch. Maybe Doom Eternal won't even be released this year. Maybe they'll delay it to early next year. This is just predicting at this point. How does the leaker know what Nintendo is revealing at E3 when it's 7 months away? E3 is in July. How does he know what is going to happen at an event in July? And why only this announcement and not other announcements such as game reveals? If the leak mentions that the reveal will take place at an upcoming event, it's fake. We get leaks like these all the time where they predict what will happen instead. They know for sure what will happen, and then they're never right. Do I need to explain? Finally, each DLC pack is supposed to also contain stages and music tracks as well, so why doesn't the leaker know anything on net if he apparently has all these sources and we're supposed to believe him? We're not just paying for characters, after all. Apparently, being logical and asking questions first is just asking way too much of game journalism companies and even many YouTubers these days. Does nobody at this corporation bother to ask any of these questions before running with a story and saying it's factual? Maybe it is real. Maybe the leaker happened to come across some fact sheet or something like it's a holy grail. But judging from what I know and what I ask, there is just much more going against the leak rather than for it. But what do you think? I'd love to hear your comments down below.